Hey guys, it's Miss Maya from the Green Free Library, here to share another story time with you. Are you keeping dry? We've had a lot of April showers recently where I live. I want to welcome everyone who's watching and sing hi to our friends, new and old. The more we get together, the more we get together, the happier we'll be. 'Cause your friends are my friends and my friends are your friends. The more we get together, the happier we'll be. The more we get together, the more we get together, the happier we'll be. Hi to Anna and Peter and Stanley and Henry and Lydia and Parker and Ava and Veda and Ella and Kinsley, Aliana and Asher and Zaylee and Max and Meadow and Willow and Everly and CJ and Finn and Penelope and Evan and Ella and Kinley and me. The more we get together, the happier we'll be. Okay, let's sit down. Show me those hands. Open them, shut them. Open them, shut them. Give a little clap. Open them, shut them. Open them, shut them. Lay them in your lap. Super. Let's get our board and spell our month and our season. Now, a few minutes ago, I mentioned our month. Do you remember what I said? We had what kind of showers? April showers. That's right. So our month is April. A-P-R-I-L. April. What about our season? It's still spring. Very good. S-P-R-I-N-G. Spring. Today is Wednesday, April 17th. So we need our calendar. Let me get that. Here we go. Okay, now April is the 4th month of the year. 1, 2, 3, 4, there it is. And we need to put that under where it says month. And I said it was the 17th. So we need a 1 and a 7. You put those together and that's how you write the number 17. And we put that under the date. And the day of the week is, of course, Wednesday. There it is. Now, we need our spring picture, right? The one with the flower on it, because that's our season. And we put that right there where it says season. So it is Wednesday, the 17th of April in the spring. Perfect. We learned a song about spring, right? Called Spring is Coming. I have my pictures here. Let's sing it together, shall we? Spring is coming, how do you think I know? I saw a robin redbreast, I know it must be so. Spring is coming, how do you think I know? I saw a yellow daffodil, I know it must be so. What's next? Spring is coming, how do you think I know? I saw some blossoms on the tree, I know it must be so. Spring is coming, how do you think I know? I saw a purple crocus, I know it must be so. That's my favorite spring flower, did I tell you that? Yeah, okay. Now, have you seen any of those signs of spring? I bet you have. I've seen a lot lately, boy, with all those April showers. That grass has turned so green. You might also start seeing some small creatures in the gardens or flower beds. Who has seen a snail or a slug? Yeah? Snails and slugs are two different creatures, even though they are a lot alike. Snails have a hard shell on the outside of their bodies. Slugs don't. And they both have 2 tentacles that come out of their foreheads, and they have eyes on the end of those tentacles. Both snails and slugs like dark, moist places, like under the leaves, yeah. And they eat plants, but sometimes they eat plants that we like to eat, like tomatoes and strawberries. So many people think that they're pests. Now, I found a poem about snails, and it was written by Gareth Lancaster. And here's our snail. Slimy and slippery. Snails are such fun. Slowly they move. They can't even run. Leaving their trail behind as they go, you could see where they've been and how very slow. On their back is a shell. It's really their home. It's ever so small, but it goes where they roam. On stalks are their eyes that wave all around. One can point up and one to the ground. They eat lots of plants and all of the flowers, munching away, especially in showers. Shiny and slippery, snails are such fun. They eat and they eat. They must weigh a ton. I thought that was a good little poem about snails. What do you think? You like that? Yeah. I have books about snails and slugs to share. How to Party Like a Snail is written by Naseem Hrab and illustrated by Kelly Collier. Did you know snails like to party? Well, apparently this snail does, but he likes quiet parties. Yeah, quiet parties. Snail Crossing is written by Corey Tabor. There he is. And this snail, he spies some cabbage across the road, and he's trying to get there to eat it, but he's having trouble getting across that road. Plus, he stops to help some ants, and he makes some new friends. Slugs in Love is written by Susan Pearson and illustrated by Kevin O'Malley. Two garden slugs, Mary Lou and Herbie, are in love. How about that? I also have a nonfiction book. Those were all fiction. And this one is called Slimy Sea Slugs. I didn't know there were slugs that lived in the sea, but there are. And it's written by Natalie Lunis. So if it's a nonfiction book, it tells us what? Facts, right, about sea slugs. And I did sneak in one spring book, and here it is. Finding Spring, written by Carin Berger. Little Bear is too excited to hibernate in his very first winter, and so he sets out to find spring. Think he finds it? You'll have to read it and see, but I will take all those books back to the library, and you'll be able to borrow them. For our art project today, we're going to make a rocking snail. You'll need a paper plate, white construction paper, Google eyes, a pipe cleaner, scissors, markers, tape, and glue. So color the back of your paper plate and then fold it in half. That's going to be the snail's body. Then have an adult help you use scissors and make two cuts. Here's it's folded in half and make two little slits, okay, on one side of the plate on the fold, like that, all right? Then draw and cut out a circle from the white paper plate, or not the paper plate, from the construction paper, and make it big enough that it covers most of the paper plate. And you can decorate that. I kind of went crazy, made mine a lot of colored spirals on that. That's going to be the shell of the snail. So glue that on, okay? Then take your pipe cleaner and you want to cut two about 2-inch pieces, and then you want to stick them through those little slits that we made in the fold in the paper plate. And I used tape on the inside to kind of hold them in place because they wanted to wiggle all over. And then take your Google eyes and glue them to the end. These are the tentacles. Remember we said snails have 2 eyes, one on each tentacle at the end. So you want to do that. Okay? So he's all put together now. And if you set him, we'll see if this will work. It worked on the table when I tried it. Put it on a hard flat surface. Give it a little tap. And there we have our rocking snail. Maybe he likes to party too. He's rocking. Alright, that is all I have for today. I'll be back the first Wednesday in May with a new video. Take care. Thank you very much for watching. We at the Green Free Library appreciate your support of the library and of the channel. And you know what? I will see you next time. Bye-bye.